You are.
The first group is United Intercity Services, and the group presenting is Therese Ramsey, Center Director, Kinshasa Ricks Williams, Summer Program Coordinator, and Tony Hancock, Resident Artist.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. We'd like to first start off by thanking you for giving United Intercity Services and St. Mark's Child and Family Development Center the opportunity to give you our vision for our Youth Services Department. We truly believe in empowering a community. And St. Mark's has been in existence, United Intercity Services has been in existence since 1967. We have been providing a range of services from quality child care through our St. Mark's Child and Family Development Center. We also have our Youth Services Department, which is what we're here to talk about today. And we also provide social services, which is services that and resources that we provide to the community through our utility assistance, rent assistance programs, and education to our community. Our mission at St. Mark's Child and Family Development Center and United Intercity Services is to provide opportunities and support to individuals and families for the promotion of community and personal empowerment in order to enhance the quality of their lives. In teaching that mission, we always want to encourage individuals and families to give back to their community while building their homes. With youth services, we have serviced over hundreds of families throughout the years. Last summer, however, we serviced about 40 families, and we're looking to increase our enrollment to serve 50 families this year. We primarily service African Americans, but we do have a diverse population that is now coming into the urban core. And most of them come from single-family, low-income households.
Quick question. This is a 10-week program in the summer for children, is that right?
That is correct.
What are the hours that
It's a day camp, so they are there all day. They can come as early as 6:30 in the morning and be picked up by 6 p.m. in the afternoon.
And everything's free, it just gives them a place to go off the street.
That's correct. United Intercity Services and the Youth Services Department has been providing summer camp opportunities for over 30 years. And we employ highly qualified staff members. We have resident artists that we work with that teach dance, music, conceptual design, and theater. Those have been our themes in the past couple of years. We have one of our resident artists here, Tony Hancock, who has been a Fulbright scholar and worked in West Africa. He has also been featured on KCPT with Man on Art, where he was able to exhibit his own artwork as well as the work that he has done with students. And I would like for him to be able to share with you guys some of the art pieces that we have here and what we worked on during the summer to give you an idea of what are some of the things we have to offer. Mr. Hancock?
God, that sounds so professional, doesn't it? Jesus Christ. Yes, I'm Tony Hancock. And I do teach art as a form of therapy, 6 minutes as a form of therapy. So what you see here is an example of what we do over the summer program. They recruited me because I was so financially down and out and I really needed the assistance. But what we have here is I work with Kansas City, Missouri School District, using art as a form of therapy to connect with some of my more spirited kids. I'm proud to say that right now I'm working with kids that are Down syndrome and special needs like that. And I use this same formula to get them to feel much better about what they can and become. I'm getting nervous. These here are examples of what we do just over the summer. There was a whole array of things.
Can you hold the mic a little closer so people can hear in the back? There you go.
There was a whole array of projects we did. But these are just some of the ones that we found that was kind of impressive and wasn't so big to carry around. Of course, they can't touch what I've seen throughout this building around here, from Robert Motherwell to Ken Ferguson. I don't have that here. But who's to say these won't be those same people next year or the year after? You're looking at a 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 6-year-old. And each one of these, I can't do it. I can't do it, but I do raise pure havoc in that classroom with the students to work to their best potential. 4 minutes. And then these are the end results. This first piece, if you look at it, it's sort of a body cast. I do body casting, and then we try to through recycling, find our bases off of streets, broken limbs, trees, and everything like that too. And we use that to mount the sculpture with. I also introduce kids to different cultures' artwork. And this middle piece is an example of the Aboriginal people using dots and the concentric circles to connect. And then the three-dimensional piece here is the piece we use that, they're not toothpicks, but they're sandwich toothpicks. They're a little bigger. And the whole idea about that is to show the kids how construction comes in all many shapes and forms. 3 minutes is up.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hancock. I wanted to be able to have an opportunity to touch bases with you. If we receive funding through Impact Kansas City, how we would spend those funds. One way we measure our successes is through an end of the summer production. Throughout the summer, the students will also have an opportunity to self-evaluate, peer evaluations, all to engage those critical thinking skills that we find so important. This is a copy of one of our budget for the summer, so it will give you a brief overview, if you'd like to take a glance at it, of what the opportunities that we will offer the students. Some of that funding will go, of course, for resident artists. The additional fundings will go for art supplies and field trip admissions. We want to make sure that the students have a whole summer full of enriching activities. So we do activities outside of the center that are related to team building, to boost their social development skills and so forth and so on. Some of the trips that we would like to take is to Wildwood, where the students will have an opportunity to work on their team building skills. And at this time, we would like to entertain any questions that you might have. We have Doris Ramsey here, who is the director of St. Mark's Child and Family Development Center. Myself, Kinshasha Ricks-Williams, I'm the program coordinator, and Tony Hancock, one of our resident artists. And unfortunately, I would love to have had our parent here, but with H1N1, oh my goodness, she's at home taking care of a little sick one, so she wasn't able to be here, but she was very excited about coming and speaking with you guys. Yes, ma'am.
I'm curious, do you offer referral services for case management or any kind of full family support? And actually, one other question, do you provide transportation to the program for any families that need it?
At this time, we do not provide transportation for our students to get there. A lot of the students that participate in the summer program have younger siblings that are part of the St. Mark's Child and Family Development Center. With St. Mark's Child and Family Development Center, the family is giving a host of services that include referrals to social workers. We even have a case manager or social worker that works on site. We also have a family advocate that works with providing resources to our families throughout the community. Yes, sir.
What other possible funding sources do you have besides the possible grant from this organization?
A lot of this, as you can see from the budget before, I don't know if we can rewind it, but we do have half of our budget is in-kind services. And that funding comes through other grant providers like United Intercity Services, Jackson County, through the FEC, we work very closely with them in having additional staff on hand for the students. And a lot of the resources come from there. We work with other organizations, not-for-profit organizations like Harvesters to bring in funding as well. Yes, sir.
So how many students would be in this program? You mentioned 50 families, but how many students?
That would be 50.
50 students.
50 students.
50 students
Yeah.
is really what we're targeting for this summer. In the past, we have serviced up to 150 students at a time, and that's when we had the space available and funding sources. Are there any other questions you'd like to entertain? Yes.
How many, if that's capacity, how many kids do you have to turn away each year, or how many people would apply for the program?
This is a new program for me this year, so I don't know if Ms. Ramsey would be able to answer that question better, but at this time, we're only able to service 50 students because of lack of funding. Because before, we were able to offer services outside of the center at the Lake of the Woods, which is at Swope Park, and we no longer have the resources for that. One more question?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you again.
I'm subject to all the rules and regs.